Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the Inner Wealth YouTube channel. My name is Bastian Suhart. A lot of you may know me as Honcho Mindset. And today we're going to be covering my number one requested topic and question that I get every single week. And it is, Bastian, how do you get the higher time frames or the multiple time frames displayed on your charts at once? Okay. And the answer is quite simple, and it is an indicator. Okay, here on your top side, on the top little menu of your trading view, you're gonna see this indicator right here. Okay, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to set up the higher time frame power 3 on your chart. All right, so let's get it. All right, guys, let's get into it. So, first, I want to give credits to the author, okay, the author and writer. I will leave the links to Toodegrees. Okay, I will leave his links, his social media, everything in the description so that way you guys can have it. Okay, but all props to him. He is the writer and script. Yeah, he's a Pine script coder. Okay, Toodegrees. You guys can find him on Twitter. That's how I came across on him. I am gonna post his links to his Twitter and his website, so that way you guys have the resources for everything. But shout out to Toodegrees. Huge shout out to him because he gave me a huge breakthrough in my trading. I had a huge problem of losing myself in the smaller time frames quite frequently, and because of this tool I've been able to steer away and maintain in the lower time frames but always have my higher time frame outlook. Okay, so it's been a tremendous help having this tool, and I highly recommend and encourage you guys to try it out. Now guys, I'm not affiliated to the writer or the script by any means. I don't make money by you guys going to him or purchasing this script. This is purely for educational purposes and to provide information, and honestly my honest review on this tool after utilizing it for almost a year. Okay, I believe in January or February it turns a year of me utilizing this indicator. So with that, guys, let's dive into it. So first I want to dive into what or how I use this tool for. Okay, so the way that I personally utilize this tool is to always maintain a higher time frame outlook on the market. Now when you first get this indicator, I'm gonna slap on the paid version of it. So if you want to do the free version of it, you can. There are some differences though, quite a few differences. So here's this box. You guys can see time frame, offset, body, right, basic settings. But then you guys got this one over here, for example, and this is the paid version of it, and you guys can see how much more options this has to offer, right? Instead of just having one candle, I can set up 3. I can have, let's see what happens when I add 3 there. Gives me three daily candles, whatever chart time frame I want. I could set 3 4-hour candles. I already have a 4-hour candle set on the right, so we're gonna set this one back to the daily, and I only want one candle of the daily, right? So that's the settings that I currently have on mine. You could actually also change the size. Notice how this free version of it is quite large and bulky, and you can make it nice and clean and smaller with the sizer. So medium, large. Okay, I believe this is set to like medium, I'm not sure. Okay, you can set open, high, low, close, different information, show information here on the right, but I personally don't have any of the information displayed. Now in the free version, the way that you can set it up, I used to have it just for the 4-hour, and when I was in the lower time frames, I used to have one count. For the 1 hour I had the 4-hour, for the 4-hour I had the daily, and so forth. But now I'm basically doing the same thing. See, we're on the 1 hour time frame, and what you guys see on the right is the 2 time frames above. So you guys will see the 4-hour displaying 12 candles, okay, and then you guys will see the daily candle, right? So you guys will also see the daily candle here, and this current 1 daily candle, the only reason I have 1 day is because I want to see where I'm at on a daily perspective while being on the 1-hour, right? So it's like staying in the smaller time frames while keeping an eye on the higher time frames, and that's how I personally use it. Notice I don't have any of the labels or any of the lines on the chart that it originally comes with. I don't have anything against that. I just personally really enjoy the aesthetically pleasing look of a clean, sexy chart. So I always shoot for that. Always shooting for a nice, clean, sexy looking chart, to not overwhelm my eyes with a lot of different things going on. So again, that's just my preference. You can set it up however you want. That's the cool part about this. Now let's get to the important stuff. Okay, so payments. How much is it, right? So I want to be 100% honest with you guys. I'm gonna actually bring this forward so that way we have it here. All right, here's Toodegrees, by the way, his Twitter. You can go to twitter.com/Toodegrees or to the description below, and you guys will see this. We'll also find yourself with his website. His website is also on his Twitter. Okay, let's actually make this a little bit bigger while we're in here. Okay, first thing I gotta say, I love the website, love the layout. Okay, then he has like a whole package, a Toodegrees premium suite, where it has all his indicators. And yes, that's right, he has multiple indicators, multiple, not just one. See, here are all of his indicators right there. I think he has 5 total, right? 5 total scripts for Tradingview, and they're all ICT concepts or that support smart money concepts. Okay, so here it is, higher time frame, power 3. So you guys can try it out for a month, right? I highly recommend doing that. Don't just jump into the yearly, quarterly. Just try it out for a month, see if you like it. I already knew I was gonna love it, so that's why I jumped straight to the quarterly, and then from the quarterly I just recently switched to the yearly, and I've just been doing the yearly now. So I don't know if he's gonna do any Black Friday sales or anything like that. Maybe this is the Black Friday sale discount, but I feel like that's how much I regularly pay anyways. So I'm not sure if, don't quote me on that. It might be a little bit more discounted, but again, I'd go with the yearly just because, again, I've used it for a while now, so that's the option that I prefer. All right, so one thing I would want to make clear is, as you're paying for this is probably the most important part, and it's in bright colors, so there's no way that you can miss it. But just in case that you're doing it and you do happen to miss it, I'm here to tell you, please provide your Tradingview username, your actual Tradingview username. If you do not know what that is, you guys can find it here, right? You guys can click on your little profile picture on the top left corner and find it here. Mine's Honcho Mindset. Okay, and so please provide your Tradingview name. All right, so again, you don't want to, it's not that you won't get it if you don't do it. It will just delay the process, because you will eventually have to push that through, because what they'll do is they'll pair your Tradingview username and your payment, okay, your verified and confirmed payment, with the request. Oh, I added another one. The request of this, right? So as you request access by the author, okay, when you request that access, mine's already granted, so again, it won't pull up, but on yours it will pull up an option to request access from the author. And so your request will be paired up with that payment. Okay, your request will be paired up with that Tradingview username and your payment. So that's the only way to be able to get access to this script. Again, guys, I mean, you can go into all the details, but for the most part, I covered everything. Alright, so again, the way that I have mine set up, I just have multiple of them. I pay for the Tradingview Premium. If you don't, I don't know how much the Premium or Pro version allows you to have in terms of indicators. I don't know what the limit is on the Premium either, but this is the way that I utilize it. I mean, you can go, I go down the 1 hour time frame, you see the 4 hour and daily. On the 30-minute time frame, you see the 1 hour and the daily. I mean, and the 4 hour. On the 15-minute, you see the 1 hour and the 4 hour candle. 1 hour multiple, 4 hour single. And then here on the 5-minute, you guessed it, you're gonna see the 15-minute and I think the 4 hour. Yep. And then once we get down to the 1 minute, we display the 5-minute on the middle, and then the far right is the 1 hour. So that's the way that I have mine set up. It's helped me so much so far. I personally love using this script in terms of being in the lower time frames. Like, you guys have no idea how much of a lifesaver it is to be able to see, for example, while in the 15-minute, looking at this whole accumulation here, you guys can clearly see how, let me cut some of this back, but look at the way the daily is displayed here. Okay, let me cut a little bit more back. Look at the way the daily is displayed here. Okay, I mean, the candles are displayed here. The 15 minutes accumulating, clearly creating more higher highs and resisting to go any lower, and closing above after sweeping the respecting structure after sweeping the lows, right? But here on the right hand side, you guys can see, I don't even have to get into the lower time frame, but you guys can see that this high right here is an imbalance right there. Boom. Right, and you guys can see that imbalance a lot better on the right hand side, and it's a lot harder to see on this left hand side, right? And then the next candle opens, and then we just pull away from there, right? But again, the higher time frame tool allows me to see things that I wouldn't regularly see on the smaller time frames. Sometimes you just get too lost in the sauce, right? And it happens. You get a little too deep in the smaller time frames, and this is a tool to keep you to not, it's because it's not negative being in the smaller time frames unless you make it, but this is a great way to maintain a higher time frame perspective and a lower time frame outlook. So with that, guys, let me know if you guys have any questions about the tool. For me, guys, personally, my honest opinion about this tool is my favorite indicator ever. I don't have any problems with it. It has bugged out to where, like, I don't think the seconds work. Yeah, it's the seconds time frame that doesn't work, right? So that's probably one thing. I have not messaged the author about it, about the seconds time frame, but that's really going to be the next key point, is when they start fixing this seconds time frames. Yeah, because it doesn't work on any other seconds. So once they fix all that, I mean, it's going to be beautiful. Until then, you know, it's still a beautiful tool to utilize all the way through. I think it's very much worth the money. There are free versions of this tool. There are free versions of other scripts, not by this author, and I believe that you guys should check it out. Look at your options, but just remember, when you are in the lower time frames, when you are digging through intraday trades, the best thing that you can do is have a higher time frame outlook or perspective open. All right, take care, clap easy, and trade responsibly, family. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.